Hello students, today we'll see the third part of Unit 3 Geography. Agriculture. Agriculture is the process of producing food for people, fodder for cattle, fiber and many other desired products by the cultivation of certain plants and the raising of domesticated animals, that is livestock. Agriculture. What is agriculture? It is the process of producing food. So producing food for people, for cattle, etc. etc. So agriculture is the process of producing food and also to domesticate the animals. Determinants of agriculture. Agriculture in India is determined by a set of factors. Some of the important factors are physical factors, that is relief, climate and soil. Institutional factors, size of farm holdings, land tenure and land reforms. Infrastructural factors, irrigation, power, transport, credit, market, insurance and storage facilities. Technological factors, high yielding varieties of seeds, chemical fertilizers, insecticides and machinery. Some factors are there that will determine the agriculture. The first one is physical factor. Relief, climate and soil are the physical factor. Relief means the topography of land and climate, soil we know. Second one is institutional factors, that is the size of the land tenure and land reform means some moderations are needed in the land. Third one is infrastructural factors, that is the inner factors, irrigation, power, transport, credit, market, insurance and storage facilities are the infrastructural factors. Final thing is technological factors, that is the varieties of seeds that will give high yielding, the chemical fertilizers, insecticides and some machines that are needed for this agriculture purposes. Sixth type of farming is practiced, that is subsistence farming, shifting agriculture, intensive farming, dry farming, mixed farming and terrace farming. Types of farming. Subsistence farming. A considerable proportion of farmers in the country practice subsistence farming. Farmers grow crops with the help of family members and consumes almost the entire farm produce with little surplus to sell in the market. Preference is given to food crops. In addition to the food crops, sugarcane, oilseeds, cotton, jute and tobacco are also cultivated. Traditional farming method results in low productivity. Subsistence farming. In our country, most of the people will do this type of farming. So in this type, the farmers will grow the crops with the help of their family members and they'll use almost all the farms which they produce. They'll sell only little amount of farm produce in the market. So they'll give the preference to the food crops. But by using this method, they'll get only a low productivity because they'll use the traditional farming method. So in addition to the food crops, they'll grow the sugarcane, oil seeds, cotton, jute and tobacco. Shifting agriculture. This type of agriculture is performed by tribal people in a piece of forest land. After clearing the trees through felling and burning the trunks and branches, once the land is cleared, crops are grown for 2 or 3 years and the land will get abandoned as the fertility of the soil decreases. The farmers then move to new areas and the process will be repeated. They cultivate some grains and vegetable crops using the manual labor. It is also called as slash and burn cultivation. Shifting agriculture. So the people who are living in forest, that is the tribal people, will do this type of farming. So they'll plan to do the agriculture process in few area of the forest. So for that, firstly they want to clear the land. So to clear the land, to reform the land, they will burn the trunks, they will cut down the trees, and after that they'll start the agriculture process. They'll grow the crops for 2 or 3 years. So after that the fertility of the soil will decrease now. Then they'll move to new areas to start the process again. So by this they'll cultivate some grains, some crops. So this method is also called as slash and burn cultivation. Slash means cut and burn cultivation. Shifting agriculture is also known as slash and burn cultivation. Intensive farming. Intensive farming is an agricultural intensification and mechanization system that aims to maximize yields from available land through various means, such as heavy use of pesticides and chemical fertilizers. Intensive farming. The main motive of this farming is to increase the yields. So for that, if they follow the traditional method, they will not get such productivity. So they want to use some technical ideas to increase the yields. So for that, they'll use the pesticides and chemical fertilizers which increase the maximum yields. Dry farming. This type of farming is practiced in arid areas where irrigation facilities are lacking. Crops cultivated in these areas can withstand dry conditions. The crops grown generally with the help of irrigation are also grown under dry farming. In such circumstances, the yields are generally low. Most of the areas under dry cultivation entertain only one crop per year. Dry farming. This type of farming is practiced in the arid areas, that is in desert areas. So in desert areas, the irrigation facilities will be low. So the crops which are cultivated in these areas should have the ability to survive in the dry condition. So the crops will grow with the help of irrigation, but they'll get only low productivity. They'll grow only one crop per year. Mixed farming. Mixed farming is defined as a system of farm which includes crop production, raising livestock, poultry, fisheries, beekeeping, etc. to sustain and satisfy as many needs of the farmer as possible. Mixed farming. So in other farming types, they'll do only the crop production, but in this farming, that is in mixed farming, they'll domesticate the animals, they'll do some poultry, fisheries and beekeeping works, because the agriculture process want to satisfy the needs of a farmer. So this type of farming is known as mixed farming. Terrace farming. This type of cultivation is practiced especially in hilly areas where lands are of sloping nature. The hill and mountain slopes are cut to form terraces, and the land is used in the same way as in permanent agriculture. Since the availability of flat land is limited, terraces are made to provide small patches of level land. Soil erosion is also checked due to terrace formation on hill slopes. Terrace farming. This type of farming is used in the hilly areas. So hills, normally hills have slopes. So there is only limited flat land is available in the hilly areas. So to do the agriculture process, they want to cut the slopes to form terraces, and then they'll do the permanent agriculture in that place. So this terrace farming is practiced in the hilly areas because the flat land is limited. They'll check the soil erosion because the terrace is forming on the hilly slopes, no. So for that they'll check the soil erosion. Multi-purpose river valley projects. It is a scientific management of water resources in our country. Construction of dam across rivers is aimed at many purposes. Hence, it is termed as multi-purpose river valley projects. The various purposes of a dam serves are irrigation, hydropower generation, water supply for drinking and industrial purpose, controlling floods, development of fisheries, navigation, etc. Generally, majority of multi-purpose projects are combination of irrigation and hydropower, which are the major aims of the projects. Multi-purpose river valley projects. So it is a scientific management. Multi-purpose river valley project is a scientific management of water resources in our country. So the dams are constructed to satisfy many purposes. So it is called as multi-purpose river valley projects. So the dams are constructed for irrigation, hydropower generation, water supply for drinking and for industrial purpose, and to control the floods, the development of fisheries, navigation, etc. Mostly the multi-purpose projects are the combination of irrigation and hydropower.